Welcome, my noble friends who are water. I am Debar, a spiritual coach, a citizen journalist, and a truth activist. I invite you, along with me, to become our own heroes. I provide ideas, information, and guidance to attune our critical thinking, to expand our worldviews, and to develop our spiritual genius. When we come back, we'll get started. Hit subscribe for notifications when new videos are posted. All right, we're back. So this week I decided I needed to stand up while I'm talking. I find I just get so jittery. Plus I've had 3 cups of coffee, so that's not going to help me go to sleep tonight. One of the things that came up this week that I thought that was really, really important was to think about what qualified me as a spiritual coach. 20 years ago, and plus a few, I had a crisis, and it made me become a searcher. And I was always curious, and I was always trying to dig deeply for answers, but the crisis put me on a spiritual path that I think through the internet was what allowed this speed and this broad sweep of information that I just basically, gathered up. But I don't consider myself a teacher because I didn't necessarily go deeply into what I feel is still at the very core of us, just pure, sacred, divine love. And that's what Earth started us all out to be. So I think to qualify myself as a coach is because I want for us to win. I want for the team to be the winners in what this is a spiritual war, a kind of spiritual chess game. Not that I'm good at chess, but I've played it, so I'm familiar with it. And like I said, I think that this is a time when I believe that these 3 things that I highlight in this little short amount of time is what we will need to be that much stronger and have our armor just ready to kind of do battle against that more evil, sinister thing that's going on. So anyway, let's breeze through Critical Thinking 101. And last week, I felt that it was really important for us to think about our personal values, because I feel strongly that, it's what brings us to our decision-making process. It's what is filtered. Our values filter our decision-making. I don't know. I know I didn't say that quite right, but this was a fairly easy way to think about what are the critical thinking skills. And over the next, videos, we'll cover more about all of these areas. But I think for now, the biggest focus that we can put ourselves on is what are our personal core values. And I found this website, liveboldandbloom.com. And you can get a free printable list of the 400 personal core values as they see them. And you can also sort of work your way through what are core values, how to find them, they list about 100 on this particular website. And what's kind of cool is you can click on them. But this was the thing I thought was collectively something very important and almost urgent for us to consider, is our awareness as a value. But just considering what exists or is happening around you as well as within you. So those, what I'll do too is I'll provide links at the bottom of the video for you if you decide you want to visit that, because I think it's worthwhile to think out our values. Now, one of the things that had come up for me a long time ago was that, not everybody thinks like me, and fair enough. But I think when you think about values, it's like not everybody shares your values. And that's where I think it's so important for us as we're thinking about like the politicians or, the ones who are manipulating things and what their values are. And they're a lot more darker and sinister than their values are, than what our values are. So I think that's why it's so important for us to figure those out for ourselves, because then that can be a tool also for us to be able to be that much more discerning. All right, we'll move on through Tinfoil Hatter's Basics. Now, over the week, the thing that came up was Obamagate. And what is it, right? And so I don't follow really closely all the names and things like that. I'm familiar with them, but just again, it's this idea of being aware, right? And having that awareness. But anyway, I found this site. I'll share that. And this is from Good Line Films, and they're kind of an interesting place. But anyway, so this particular video I'll share with you very briefly, kind of a teaser.
Describe a situation when you think it's appropriate to lie to the American people.
I don't think it's appropriate to lie to the American people. I mean, you can put together a hypothetical where there is a national security emergency that is imminent, and you don't want to provide, for example, the location of our troops. You don't have to lie in those situations. You simply say, we're not answering questions. I don't think it's appropriate to lie, and I think that one of the things I want to change about the culture in Washington is not just the big lie, but also the soft lie, the fudging, the manipulation, the spin. If we can restore a sense of trust between the American people and their government, we're going to go a long way to changing the country for the better.
All right. Ooh, that might just come and bite that man up in the butt. But yeah, so that's Good Line Films. They do have a lot of other different videos if you go to visit their their YouTube channel. But again, one of the things that I think that's really, really important, especially with, it's with mainstream media, with alternative media, with all of it, is that, it's really important to still be neutral. And one of the things that I do is I scroll through the comment section, because sometimes, like I said, there's other links or other sort of questions, and they're definitely worth following and going down that particular rabbit hole, because sometimes, like I said, between all of the media that we're receiving right now in whatever way has truth and has truth and deceptions. And so we have to, again, for now, just sit back, because not all the truth is out there. Okay, so again, I'll leave all the links to these in the space below the video for you to visit if that's what you want to do. All right, so let's scooch right along to Spiritual Genius Bootcamp. And what I did this week, and I hope it's a gift. It's a little gift that I made, and I'm so happy that I got it made on time and I can share it with you. So it's a guided meditation. This is the video portion, but I am going to leave an MP3 download if you decide that you want to have it on a playlist. All good if you don't. But yeah, this is what I want to share with you for this week. And you don't have to get out of beta, or anything like that. You'll still be very conscious and everything like that through it. It's about 2.5 minutes. So here we go. Oops. My bad. There we go. I got it. Take a moment to clear your mind, to feel your breath, your heartbeat, and your presence that is connected to all of creation. This is the moment to become your own hero, that begins with a decision to accept your power. It requires a commitment to moments of stillness, action, and of thought that presses you forward to determine that your divine will is above fear and anger.
and is always in alignment with love and grace and the divine creator. Power is in you, with you, and there for you as service and shield, to protect and intercede for you against any force that challenges your sovereignty as a divine co-creator with the divine creator. The power that is within grows stronger when you realize your interconnectedness with all that is, and that your capacity for love comes from the power of your crystal logos, the crystalline center where the Christ consciousness resides. Be present in your desire for a love earth, where you have inner peace, grace, which is the gift of the divine creator for our understanding of our origins and our place within the infinite awareness. Claim your sovereign power that is your divine will as a being of love, light, love, and act powerfully as a divine co-creator. Until we meet again, noble friend who is water. Release a breath and inhale to feel renewed. All my relations.
All right. I hope you enjoyed that. I really do. Just to kind of bring us back to our crystal logos and our center, that it is where is our power, our strength, our truth, our wisdom, our intelligence, our substance, life, and God in our center. All right, so we're coming and done. Sorry, we're coming to the end. We are at the end. My noble friends who are water. I will leave the MP3 file as a download if you decide that you want to put it into a playlist and put it on your devices so you can listen again. And just to ensure that you get that space with your power. For now, have a great week. I will talk to you all next week. And, until that time, love, love, love.